What is Ron Paul still doing in the presidential race? He hinted at an answer this week when asked if there's a secret pact with Mitt Romney.
It's very secret because he and I don't know a whole lot about it. But, you know, there has been talk a little bit, and the big deal I have to consider is whether I want to be a czar or head of the Federal Reserve. And I'm toying with the idea which one I'm going to take.
And then you can eliminate your own job.
Joining us now from Houston, Ron Paul campaign chairman Jesse Benton. Jesse, thanks for joining the program. Great to have you as always.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Jesse, I want to call your attention to something you said. We are looking potentially for Ron to be the vice presidential nominee. We're not looking for easy concessions like a speaking slot, presumably at the convention. Is Ron Paul looking to be the VP?
No, that's not what we're working for. That quote was taken at the end of a very, very long description I laid out of our strategy to make Ron the nominee. That's what we're fighting for, and I mean, we still have a real fighting chance to make Ron the nominee. You look at the late primaries here. We've got Texas going on May 29th, California going on June 5th. That's 327 delegates up for stake here, and that's about 29% of the total delegates just in that 1 week window alone. So this race is far from over. Governor Romney is not sewed it up. Governor Romney is showing a real lack of ability to sell himself to the conservative activists of this party. Rick Santorum has been unable to sell himself to the establishment. The establishment Republicans are running scared. They think if he's the nominee, then, you know, we're going to lose 36, 37 states. So, you know, we think Ron could be the acceptable compromise with his independent appeal and his appeal to conservatives at a brokered convention.
Jesse, I am sorry. I'm going to have to cut you off there. Sanford Police Department is having a press conference right now. We are having technical difficulties. We will bring you more of that press conference in Sanford, but right now we're going back to chair of the Ron Paul campaign, Jesse Benton. Jesse, thanks for hanging with us. Sorry for all the back and forth.
Of course.
I was just getting to my favorite question on my list, which is the bromance, and the bromance between the presumed and purported bromance between Mitt Romney and your candidate. Although, and bromance is probably taking it a little bit lightly because there have been allegations regarding fooling with the delegate allocation. And I want to bring up something your candidate said a few days ago. Let's listen to that first.
Sometimes we get thousands of people like this, and we'll take them to the polling booth, and we won't win the caucus. So, you know, a lot of our supporters are very suspicious about it. You would get the perception that we would be getting a lot more votes.
You get the perception we would be getting a lot more votes, and our supporters are very suspicious about why we're not. The Daily Beast reporting in other counties, joint slates of Romney and Paul delegates were elected after the campaigns joined forces to forge a majority and control the process. In Franklin County, west of St. Louis, County Party Secretary Pam Heitzman fumed about what she called a prearranged tag team, which left Santorum's campaign with no delegates. Is this or is this not tampering with the electoral process?
No, not at all. That's what convention politics are all about. You know, we work with different candidates, delegates on a state-by-state basis. Missouri, it made sense for us to team up with Romney people because a lot of the party county establishment were trying to push Santorum delegates through and shut us out. We teamed up with Romney's folks and shut Santorum's people out. In other states, we're working with Santorum's people. So it's interesting when Santorum's campaign complains about this kind of thing. I mean, this is how the process works. And as a matter of fact, we're working with his people in multiple states to try to shut Romney out. So whatever works best for our campaign at that time, and you know we're scrapping hard at the convention process. I mean that's politicking, and you know if you love politics, I mean convention politics are full contact. They're a lot of fun, and you know we're playing to win. Politics
ain't beanbag. I think that sounds like the official response. Let's play. I want to bring in the panel here. There is a new Ron Paul ad out, and I will say, Jesse, of all the ads that are on the air, I always find the Ron Paul production value to be really high. Let's play the latest one, talking about the Etch-a-Sketch.
Where's my Etch-a-Sketch at?
Do you have an Etch-a-Sketch?
We're talking about big things here, folks.
They could also be movie trailers about but let's bring the panel here for a second, Jesse, and we'll go back to you after that. That of course was an ad for Ron Paul, but helps Mitt Romney, does it not? Everybody's dithering around talking about Etch-a-Sketches, and I want to focus on the issues, which of course helps Mitt Romney, who has been hurt in some ways, at least in the media cycle, by the Etch-a-Sketch controversy.
Although there was a little jab in Romney in there, and I'm not sure Romney necessarily wants this conversation about Etch-a-Sketches. I do think more broadly, Paul, I mean, he's had these really slashing attacks on Santorum, on Rick Perry, on Michelle Bachmann. I mean, he's really kind of worked down the line. Everybody except for Romney has been on the receiving end of a real kind of bomb from Paul.
Right, which is, go ahead.
With all due respect to Jesse, the Paul campaign has been a flop. I mean,
wow, Jesse, those are fighting words.
Jesse, I mean, as you know, Chuck Todd pointed out recently that at the convention, if you don't have a plurality in 5 states going into the convention, you've got nothing. Your delegates don't matter. Where are you guys going to get those 5 states?
Well, we got them pretty well locked up. We've got multiple states where we're going to carry pluralities, and we're going to be players at this convention.
Which one? Name one.
I'm going to have to. North Dakota, Iowa, Washington State, Nevada, to name a few, Alaska.
Nevada and Iowa already voted. And Santorum and Romney
and non-binding straw polls. If you're going to call my campaign a flop, you should at least have a clue of what you're talking about there, buddy. I mean, you sit there and chattering class up there. I mean, come on. We already voted in non-binding straw polls, dude.
You got a dude, Ryan. Jesse, I do want to talk about the Big Mo, and I mean that in terms of momentum, but also in terms of money. I know you guys have a Give Me Liberty money bomb that's going on today. Tell us a little bit about that. And by Give Me Liberty, do you just mean give me money?
Well, yeah, money sure helps. We continue to raise. We're on pace for an 8-figure quarter. We're gonna break through that here in the next couple of days into the 8 figures, 10 million plus, and that helps us get the message out. Lets us keep working. Lets us. We've got hundreds of employees. We're running great ads. We're doing targeted internet. We continue to ID our delegates in multiple states and turn them out, and then we're hoarding cash so we can go ahead and run hard in Texas and California.
Jesse Benton, hoarding cash. Thank you as always, sir. Thank you, Ron Paul, campaign chairman Jesse Benton. Thank you very much for joining the program.